Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Netters Network Thursday Things. Well, tonight we'll be showing a spooktacular film, Behind the Mask. But before we get to the film, let me introduce my co-host for the evening. You know him as that guy at the end of the bar. Of course, he's looking a little undead tonight. The love of my life, Troy Pacelli. How are you doing tonight, sweetie, and who are you sipping on?
We have such sights to show you. Or at least one movie. One movie that I'm guessing that a lot of you guys in the chat may not have even seen. And I would love to know, show of hands, who has not seen this movie before. It's a really good one, but I don't hear enough people talk about it. Anyway, I am sipping on a Diet Dr. Pepper because you won't allow me to have anything stronger until tomorrow.
That's because you could sleep in on Saturdays.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
And of course, I'm drinking my Meyer brand sparkling water, berry flavored, until I run out. And then I'll probably switch to Diet Dr. Pepper. Before we get into the film, let us say hello to the chat. First in at 5:42 p.m., Lady Mist with her pretty hearts and flowers saying hello to me, followed by Movie Snacks. We also have Big Al Presents saying Happy Halloween and have a great rewatch, my friends. FKHC 2005, also known as Tim. He's saying we're having a deleted raid.
Neat.
Don't delete my raid.
Right.
JPRPH1 using my emojis. Awesome. Or Osmo.
Osmo.
Connie Cleary saying hello to the chat, followed by Curtis Selby. Let's see, we have a deleted Frankenstein raid. Don't delete my Frankenstein. And of course, he's giving us his salute.
Salute.
Let's see, who else do I have here? Scrolling. Oh, there's that Netters person saying hello to that Troy guy. Let's see. And then we got that Troy guy saying hello back to me.
Yeah.
He's my biggest fan. Space Fraggle, my other Troy. How you doing, sweetie? Space Fraggle says he has not seen this movie.
Yeah, I kind of figured that a lot of people wouldn't have.
Geek Flagwood Nate, new member.
Awesome!
Thank you,
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Followed by Curtis Selby giving me a $5 super chat. Thank you, sweetie.
You
Happy
guys are
Halloween.
so encouraging.
You guys are. Well, see, it's Halloween, so these are my treats.
Yes, those are your treats, exactly.
Let's see, and that gets me down to the bottom of the chat, although Space Fraggle says, come on, scroll up, let me select you. Space Fraggle says he's drinking a Dr. Pepper Zero. So that's like a Diet Dr. Pepper, right, sweetie? We've had those before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sugar-free. And I think that's everybody. Oh, JPRPH1 has also never heard of the film. So, you want to tell us a little bit about it, sweetie?
Yeah, it's something of a mockumentary. The idea being a documentarian and her team following around a serial killer named Leslie Vernon. And it's told in the conceit is that it's in a world where Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy are all real world serial killers. And this just happens to be one of the new ones. So, yeah, I think that's really all the setup you need. That's probably more setup than you need.
It's like, oh my goodness. I'm getting lots of treats tonight. JPRPH1 with a $4.99 super sticker. See, now I have to go back to YouTube to see what the sticker is. Oh, it's the guy with the headband dancing.
Oh, there we go.
And then I have another $5 super chat from Space Fraggle with these look like flowers. Yes, I had to go to YouTube to see it bigger because it's tiny. Flowers, wine, and then more flowers. So roses, wine and roses. Okay,
There
yes.
you go, Wine and Roses.
That was actually a really good series. It's a British series called The
The
Days,
Days
of
of
Wine,
Wine
and
and
Roses.
Roses. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so amazing. You're Osmo.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Oh, I'm trying to scroll down and it won't let me scroll. There we go. Yeah, so this is a really weird, interesting film. Because you are basically the documentarian following around the serial killer to find out what he does and how he does it.
Yep.
Very bizarre. And if you've got nothing else to say, sweet, do you want to get us started?
Yeah.
The Cosme link should be
It
pinned
is.
to the top of the chat.
It is.
So if you want to just right click on there, which I should do because I haven't yet. Let me get over to the Cosby room. Join the room. I'm joining the room. And of course, so that Troy knows I'm in Cosme, I'm dropping my hi, sweetie. Ooh, I like that GIF, Tim, with all the lightning and stuff. Yeah, we had some storms a couple days ago. It's like, I love hearing the thunder and lightning. A lot of people don't, but I do.
We ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Anytime
Okay.
you are. You're the one who controls the horizontal and the vertical, dear.
Okay, and I'm gonna press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. This is an Anchor Bay film.
And it's a horsey.
Yep, that's representative of the very first moving picture.
Oh, thank you, Deleted Scenes. I have a $5 super chat. Happy Halloween. In case I don't make it to the end, enjoy the movie.
Yes, first watch for you too. Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, it is a really weird, interesting movie. I've only seen it one other time. But I thought it was just one of those perfect Halloween movies.
Yes.
Because it's kind of horror, but kind of comedy too.
Yeah. A little bit of tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
It hits on a lot of those slasher film tropes, kind of in a different way than like Scream did.
Yeah, how many bags of garbage you got to throw out, girl?
Yeah.
You can tell there's someone behind her because you hear that music.
Yeah. If you hear the music, you know you're being stalked.
Now you got to run around to the front of the restaurant to get back in.
Yeah, basically. See?
Dun dun dun. Seems like they're all neighbors.
That's pretty cool, though. The idea of them being, real.
Dun dun dun. That looks like Twin Peaks, the
I'm
falls.
kind of trying to figure out why do they just grab this kid and throw him over the falls?
You wish.
That's fine, Space Fraggle. You can always hit us up in the chat in Cosme.
That's true.
There does seem to be a little bit of what's that? What is that found footage movie about the witch?
Blair Witch?
Yeah, it's got a Blair Witch feel to it, at least in the early part here. I mean, can you imagine, like, somebody interviewing Jason Voorhees like this? Yeah, and the Gamera gifts are going up now. Research for his work.
Yes. Well, you could.
So obviously Chucky's real too.
Well, alrighty then. my old house.
That's a good point.
Well, he's got a point.
So, little bit of, I don't think it's really a spoiler, just letting you know that we had, on Monday, we were watching a film with Scott Wilson from The Walking Dead. He will be in the movie here later on.
Kind of spooky. Ooh. Okay, that's creepy. The reporter chick. Who is that actress? She looks really familiar.
Yeah, I wouldn't know her from anything. That's her name is Angela Goethals.
I know I've seen her in other things.
What I didn't realize is it started out with her standing in front of the Red Rabbit pub, a reference to the Red Rabbit matchbook found by Dr. Loomis in Halloween.
Yeah, he's got a point. For a second, I thought his shirt was covered in blood.
They're good to pad your numbers with.
Wow.
Kids playing jump rope, obviously a Nightmare on Elm Street reference.
Okay. Can't be behind schedule now, can we? Now I want apple pie.
We don't have any apple pie.
I know. She'll have to settle for a butterscotch candy. Here,
Okay.
trick or treat.
Here we go.
Well, tell us who's gonna date you, dude. You're gonna help me.
The town in which this movie is set, Glen Echo, is based on a real neighborhood in Montgomery County, Maryland,
Excuse me.
near where writer and director Scott Glosserman grew up. Notable feature of the area being a turn-of-the-century amusement park that stood mostly abandoned for several decades as it deteriorated and earned a fitting haunted reputation among the locals. The carousel for which the park is known is referenced in the Glen Echo Entertainment's logo.
She gets hugs. Just hope there's no knife in that hand. Are they alive, friends? Okay, I need something else because it's Halloween and I want something
And you
that
want
resembles.
something sweet. Yeah, I understand. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So I am going to be having some butterscotch baking chips.
Why not?
Well, they were down here, so I figured why not. I'm going to put some in my snack bowl. Yes, I have a snack bowl.
So you see, they're coming up with real world explanations for the apparent, supernatural stuff these characters can do.
Force of habit.
I have no idea. Yeah. So again, Scott Wilson. That is hysterical. John Doe Juggalo, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my
I'm just
friend.
about to say hello. Cosme link is pinned to the top.
Yep.
If you want to join us. It's just pretty much started. We're only a little bit into it.
Now, a little bit of trivia. Although it's never explicitly mentioned in the film, Eugene is intended to be an older version of Billy, the killer from Black Christmas.
Isn't she a little young to be his wife?
In the old days.
But you also gotta make sure you're covering your tracks. Otherwise,
True.
guys like NCIS and all that will track you down.
Wow. He really pulverized that carrot.
Just a little. Jay? I figure Fred is Freddy Krueger, Mike is Mike Myers.
Oh, Jason.
Oh. The thing is, they don't get paid for this business. There's no monetary compensation. You know who they needed in this? The guy from, oh shoot, the serial killer who killed serial killers.
Oh, oh crap.
I can picture his face.
Dexter.
Dexter, yeah. She needed Dexter.
Well, this was from 2006. When was Dexter?
Alexa, when was this show Dexter on?
Near Streamwood today, Venom, The Last Dance,
That is
Absolution,
nowhere
Smile
near what we
2,
have.
and Caw are
Alexa,
playing.
stop. Never mind, I'll Google it.
I'll look it up the normal way.
Yeah, our AI can be kind of stupid. You should see the things that she's put on our shopping list.
Like, the hell's wrong with you, girl?
Yeah,
What was it? Diet Mike or something?
Diet Matthew.
Diet Matthew.
I asked her to put butter on the shopping list. She put butter to butter on the shopping list. I'm like, what the flip is butter to butter?
Dexter had just started in 2006.
Oh. What you eating?
Strawberry rings?
Nah, they're too sour.
Okay. They do it for the love of the craft.
That's interesting.
That is funny. They're literally making a CGI reference. Welcome, Charlotte Nightstar. Just got back from trick-or-treating. I'm 21 and got a great haul dressed up as a were-demon. I didn't see Buffy making rounds while I was a were-demon, so maybe she lost her touch tonight. Happy Halloween. Yes, happy Halloween, Charlotte. I don't know. I think Buffy's getting old. She's slacking off. He's like a little monkey.
It's like, sorry, I'm trying to reseal this bag. It's making noise.
I mean, I love, this is kind of brilliant the way he thinks up all these details. Ha!
Apparently he's excited.
I went in so.
Yes, I just threw my bag of butterscotch chips back into our snack box. That's what that thunk was. It wasn't a dead body. Not yet.
Oh, jeez. Zelda Rubinstein from Poltergeist in her last film role. Collinwood has got to be a reference to
Barnabas
Dark
Collins.
Shadows, yeah.
Carrie Ann.
Right.
Is her name Carrie Ann?
Carol Ann.
Carol Ann. Yeah. Carol Ann.
This is kind of brilliant.
Yeah. Exactly what he said would happen.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow. I'm very sorry to hear that, Samuel Proctor, but welcome. You can always click the Cosme link above to watch Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon with us.
Didn't he just shoot the girl?
No. He's trying to hit Leslie Vernon.
Yes, but when he fired the first shot, the girl was standing right in front of where he fired the shot.
Well, my
Okay.
costume is a T-shirt that says "We'll work for ammo." Didn't really think of it as being a costume, though. So he did get hit. Okay.
Oh, his great white whale.
Yeah. Phantom of the Opera, very good. The Andrew Lloyd Webber version, or the Lon Chaney version, or I suppose the what's it the who's the other one?
I'm dressed like a serial killer.
They look
We look
like
just like
everybody
everyone
else.
else.
Claude Rains, that was the other one I was trying to think of, yeah. Well, there was two Universals. There was the Lon Chaney, and there was the Claude Rains.
You know where who is? Yeah, he's trying to warn them that
Yeah.
you could get killed.
It really does. Oh, the Claude Rains. Okay. Yep. Yep. The reason they did a remake was literally so that they could do a sound version.
Yeah. Where's the trust? You're a serial killer, dude.
Hey, Darth Plato.
Yeah, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Well, he'd have to prove the truth.
Actually, that's a good point. She's literally here trying to get a story. It's not about you. Although that sounds very much like the mainstream media. They're all crazier than a bag of bats, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. The whole idea of a journalistic, documentarian crew following around a serial killer is just so off the wall bizarre There's no way this... But they make it seem almost plausible.
Slug bug. Bus. 3 points. I'm a reporter, so I need to report.
Yeah. See, it's like now that they're in on it, you know, the allegedly.
The closet. Now we know. The closet's a sacred place, honey. So he's trying to say that if he's hiding in my closet, he's innocent? Good luck getting in my closet, though.
No. it's an explanation for why hiding in the closet is a relatively safe thing to do in a movie, which is bizarre. I didn't see anything in the trivia that I was looking at to indicate that would be the case, Nate, but who knows? That may very well be the case.
Yeah. Could very well be. Huh.
This is Sherlock level planning.
They're gonna be stoned. 'Cause they're stoners. Okay, so how come the lights in the basement work, but not in the rest of the house?
I love that. That's brilliant. Poop. And that shed that he just walked past reminded me of that what was it, Geico commercial or whatever. Let's just get in the car and drive away. No, let's go hide behind all the sharp instruments. That's a joke too, because again, this is supposed to be a documentary, and you see how fake it is.
Okay.
It's funny because this is what all the commentary on these kinds of movies say.
Now you know how to prepare yourself to kill a serial killer. Check all your weapons to make sure they're not going to malfunction.
Well, that's I was telling you guys about that video. I even shared it on the MeWe group about guy stuck in a slasher film, but he's a 2A proponent. So basically, he becomes the hunter. Yeah.
He's preparing to kill people.
I mean, there's a certain logic to what he's saying. Yes, he's a psychopathic killer, but a very rational psycho.
You gonna die. What, you think car 2 is going to be able to be drivable?
I hope I'm not ruining anything by pointing out that this is his optimum plan. This is best case scenario. That's not how it's going to go. He's driving a Prius. Of course he's a serial killer. Huh?
He really has thought this through.
Yes.
And she might actually get away.
The pizza resistance. Damn, now I want pizza.
I still want apple pie.
I know.
It's girl parts.
It's girl parts.
I've never heard it called Yannick before.
Yeah, it's the opposite of phallic.
Okay, I'm a woman and I've never heard it called that before.
Yeah, it's because you didn't learn a bunch of Latin terms in biology.
I never took biology.
There you go. She's coming for you, Leslie Vernon.
Because the axe handle's going to break.
See, he does point out that he's at a disadvantage, but he is planning this through so much that he's maximizing his advantage. Now, the idea for someone who's tactically ready is to think through these kinds of possibilities, even though you're not planning to ever end up in a situation where you're being tracked down by a serial killer and having to find a weapon and blah, 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 and this and that. Nate says, Ned or Troy, damn you two, you're making me hungry. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a real apple press. That's pretty cool.
Okay, but all that smooshy stuff looked gross. But it's good feed for like the pigs and stuff.
Never hang out with a virgin.
Good advice.
I mean, it's a great point.
Well, that makes sense.
I still like the thought that he's the killer from Black Christmas.
Okay, neat little trick to know.
Little bit of foreshadowing with that fire retardant thing.
Yep.
Isn't that the bloke from 2001? The one that gets turned into a space baby? Two friends are in the woods. A bear rushes them. The first friend says, "Right." The second friend says, we can outrun a bear." And the first one says, "I just got to outrun you." Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like I was in a one of those 10K races, and someone was wearing a T-shirt that on the back said, "I may be slow, but I'm ahead of you."
Yeah, good point. Is it Tim Waltz? Nice one, JPRPH1.
Okay, why is he upset?
He's just very emotional.
I never thought of serial killers as being emotional.
Well, they're supposed to appear emotionless, yeah. See, again, there's another great little point. We've got time, so I'm going to look around, make sure I didn't miss anything, make sure everything's in place. In other words, if Batman was a serial killer, it's an interesting thought, deleted scenes, but I think his whole life is poured into this. This planning that he's been showing, with the victim and plans within plans, his whole life has been that.
So they gotta be very, very quiet. They're hunting peoples.
Right. The most dangerous game. Have you seen this movie before, deleted scenes?
And Delita, if you're still in the chat, are you doing weekend update after this?
No, he did it before.
Oh, okay. Because I was trying to find it and I couldn't because I was going to redirect.
No, he rated here.
Okay.
First time. You're just you just know how these kinds of things go, huh?
Oh, I like that. The camera crew never lives.
What did you think?
Yeah. Yeah, suddenly she's not okay with the killing.
I still feel like that's an indictment of journalists. You suddenly get a conscience. Really?
Yeah, it's like you're stealing his thunder.
I have seen clips of it, Samuel, but no, I haven't seen it in its entirety yet.
Bye. At least he's not trying to stab you.
Right.
A fabricated ghost story. This is who I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's... You think about, these journalists, right, that cover, like, I don't know, wars and stuff like that. You don't... See? You even say you chose journalism. Okay, that was a good movie. Obviously, that's not where it ends. I do find the mask interesting because, like, his makeup underneath kind of mirrors the mouth on the mask.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd get out of Dodge before he decides to make you one of the victims. Oh, gee. Are you nuts?
See, what's really stupid is if you were gonna go this route, you should have been packed and loaded and
Yeah. Yeah, that's a possibility. It's like, man, it's like I triple dog dare you. So she's not going to be averse for much longer.
true.
Ah,
You're right. She's not a virgin. I have to be honest, by this point I knew exactly what was going on and I thought it was hysterical.
Huh. Yeah, that's that Leslie Vernon dude.
Yep. Because it's too late. Yep.
I wouldn't stay in the house. Especially since now you're interfering. It was him.
I mean, literally.
Don't stand in front of the window. All these people are.
Yeah, there's no way she's the last girl.
He's like, they're interfering. There's no one in there.
Of course, it's always something like that. See, I love all the tropes still keep coming.
Are you a virgin?
Yeah. Cover you with what, dude? Let's hide behind all the rusty chainsaws. You dead.
Ow.
That's actually pretty cool.
There's a back door to the shed?
No, he probably jumped out the window. Remember, jump around like a monkey?
Oh, yeah. Ew.
Oh gosh, with a hole digger. Have a heart, your own. Hey,
Oh.
Dad Man Walking.
I would not let a slashed tire stop me from getting out of there.
It's funny you bring that up, Curtis, because even back then, the idea of her singing like a virgin just seemed so ridiculous. Are you serious? Do you really believe that's still true? Hell, you didn't try starting it before.
True.
It should be pretty obvious. He's not just improvising. This was part of the plan from the beginning.
Yep. Yep.
You're still following the plan he told you.
Yeah, why me?
You guys have figured out that Kelly's not the survivor girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Oh.
Well, kinda.
Well, she's dead.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
they say run and just keep on running.
Right. And you notice he's doing that thing he talked about before where they're all running and he's walking, but he's still got to keep up with them.
Chase the doughboy?
Well, that's kind of going off script.
Yeah. Did he just break his neck?
Yep.
Well, that snapped.
Zack Snyder style.
They do a gratuitous panty shot.
Well, that's a reprise of the previous panty shot. He's not bailing out, and his plan is not FUBAR. Excellent point. Now they're turning on each other, and rightfully so.
She's Survivor Girl.
Yep. Yep. The other girl figured it out. And she knows it too. Yeah, you're going to die. I mean, I thought that was pretty clear. Everyone dies except the last girl.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Just killed the hero. Or knocked him unconscious.
Yeah. Wrong one. Oh, God. Back on track.
But he's not dead. Just because he's down doesn't mean
I
he's
know,
dead.
I know. That was a Halloween reference there.
Yep.
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Doc.
You had one job. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now you gotta run and keep on running.
And if you think about it, as a last girl, she's way more plausible. She's the same one who pointed out that 17-year-old girl was not going to survive.
It's like, don't take one of the obvious tools. Okay, she's supposed to run and keep on running. And they're always so noisy. I mean, the killer can hear you coming a mile away because you're so loud.
See, and the other possibility is instead of being the last girl, she could be the Tommy Jarvis.
I don't know who Tommy Jarvis is.
Corey Feldman's character from Friday the 13th Part 4. The survivor that becomes the killer.
Ah. Okay.
Or is set up to become the killer, I should say. Well, she had to know that was going to happen. But yeah, he had said, hopefully he doesn't get me on the first shot. Otherwise... I mean, it's still a stick.
And he's gone.
Of course.
That's why you keep beating them until they stop moving completely.
Right, exactly.
And sever their head if you can.
Remember that apple press? That was Chekhov's apple press.
Like Chekhov's gun?
Exactly. They didn't introduce it for no reason. She's got to be in here somewhere. He's probably in much better shape than you are, girl.
Probably. But she's going to try and get his head in that press, but how she's going to get it lowered is beyond me. Oh, that was clever.
Yep.
I'm about to give you a tension headache.
Yeah. Don't stop.
Keep going. Keep going. I knew you were the one. Psha! You better make sure he's dead.
I know, right? Hey, Mark, welcome.
Now burn the whole place down.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but she should have just kept twisting until there was no more head, right? And then if you want to burn everything, you can. Nice, Curtis. That's clever.
I think she might have crushed his head. And now she's making sure there's no coming back from this.
But remember, fire retardant. He's planned on a lot of this too.
But not the head crushing.
You sure?
Okay, I wouldn't stay there. Now you need to get out. And I'm just thinking about all the dry trees around.
Yeah.
And the dry grass. She's starting a forest fire.
And
That's right, because he only knocked him out. He didn't kill him.
right, and the doctor was stabbed, but that doesn't necessarily kill him.
Right. Dun, dun, dun. Behind the Mask, Part 2, coming soon.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they were planning one, and
Wait,
it
really?
never happened.
Huh.
Yeah, they absolutely were planning another one. There has been a comic book follow-up. At least I think there was. I haven't seen it myself. Yeah, I like the fact that they don't wait until after the credits for the after credits. They keep you... They let you know that there's still story going on. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Catchy little tune. Okay, so for those of you who have never seen this before, what did you think? I think I've heard this song before.
Yeah, it's David Byrne.
JPRPH1 says, very cool, a lot of fun.
See?
Cool.
I told you guys would like this one. Better.
This is funny. Every time I switch from StreamYard to YouTube, because I got the tabs next to each other, as soon as I go back to YouTube, it keeps asking me if I want to be a channel member to myself. I don't think I can be a member for myself, but it keeps asking me.
Yes, I agree with you, Nate. I do. Talking Heads. I knew it was David Byrne. I didn't know if it was the Talking Heads. I did feel like this was better than Scream. Scream was clever. This was more clever. So see, they brought in the body. And of course, the dude at the morgue is listening to music. So he's not going to hear anything going on around him. No situational awareness.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
You're going to suggest it to your family, and they're going to wonder about you. Mom and Dad and bro.
Yeah, that's a catchy little tune. Are we supposed to know who the corpse is on the table?
Yeah, that's Leslie Vernon.
Oh. Okay, so he's burnt, but not completely
I
dead.
love how he sits up at the rise of Leslie Vernon.
They probably planned that.
Probably.
So there you go.
Yep.
Behind the Mask. That was a Troy pick.
So they don't say this. They're like I said, there was no follow-up. But my theory is, how did he survive? Well, I'll bet you that Apple Press was rigged. He had it all planned out, including that. Especially when he's saying, I'm putting on fire retardant, because he knew how that was going to end. He really is like the evil Batman.
Well, the thing is, she would have to know not to screw down too many times to actually crush.
If he had it rigged, it wouldn't have mattered.
Oh, maybe.
She could have just kept going, and it wouldn't have gone any farther. But just my theory. Clearly, he's still alive at the end. Clearly, there could have been a sequel. There should have been a sequel, but sadly, there was not. And I don't know why. I know there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff out there about this, but I haven't really researched it. But glad you guys enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of a horror comedy. And, so it's... Delete scene says, I missed some of the setup. I may need a rewatch. Otherwise, fine.
And Mark Malikoff says, the 5 Ps, pre-planning prevents poor performance. Absolutely. Yeah, Deleted, actually, this is one of those movies that does benefit from rewatch after you've seen it. After you know how it's ending, you know what to watch for. And especially if you are a fan of these kinds of horror tropes, lots and lots of Easter eggs. I pointed out some of the obvious ones, but there was a lot of them that I missed.
Yeah, and I don't know if you got this one. Space Fraggle said, not too bad of a movie. Thanks, Nutters. I'll suggest it to my family.
Yeah, and I said, your family might kind of wonder about you then, but okay.
Flamus said, super fun movie. Yay.
Yeah, I mean, you make a great point, Nate. I am kind of at the point where I'm getting kind of sick of sequels. I've already gone on record saying that I think Terminator should have ended after the first movie. Halloween should have ended after the first movie, and if we were going to get a sequel, it should have been Halloween 3. It should have been an anthology type of thing.
Yeah, and then Geek Flag Renee says, I've never seen this before. I think it was better than Scream.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really, really do. But anyway, there you go.
Yeah, so
that is it. Next up tomorrow night. Well, actually, Deleted, let me know if you have anything coming up earlier in the day tomorrow. But tomorrow night at 9 Central, 10 Eastern, very special last call with a returning guest and friend of the channel. I consider him a dear friend. Culture Casino will be joining us tomorrow night. I've always joked that Deleted Scenes is one of the busiest guys in YouTube. I think that Culture Casino is pushing that. Now he's got his own channel. He's doing that gameplays plus all the appearances he makes on Midnight's Edge and that Park Place and what's the WDW Pro channel. He's all over the place, man. But unfortunately that's really what you have to do if you have any chance of trying to turn YouTube into some kind of a living. So we're trying. This is why I say to people like Deleted Scenes and Culture Casino, I mean, you guys are what I want to be when I grow up. And I'm trying. He was streaming from an Alaskan cruise on his vacation. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Because it's true, you can't lose your momentum. They all say that. Because if you do, your channel's just dead in the water. But So that is where we will be next. And and then of course Saturday on Big Al Presents Films with Friends, Galaxy Quest.
I love that film.
All of the Deleted Scenes Sundays. And of course Geeky Geezers coming around. I've been getting better about getting the clips up so that if you don't make it to the live stream on Sunday. You can get whichever articles catch your fancy. The one that I had to get out today was the good old days from last week, because I had to get up the article about scary stories to tell in the dark, because I figured that one had to be released on Halloween.
It's Halloween,
Yeah. So there you go. But that's it. That's the weekend, and
well, it's the weekend, but next week my special guest will be, and he was here in the chat, don't know if he still is, John Doe Juggalo will be my guest on Thursday Things. That'll be November 7th at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern.
that's all I got. I'm done.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. I want to wish everyone a happy Halloween. I really hope that you had a fun day. I actually was part of a trivia contest today for my company, and it was basically how much do you know about the company. And there's about 20 of us that had come into, because it's all, what do you call it, Teams meeting. So there's like, there's 20 of us, we're all remote. And they're like, okay, we're going to put y'all in breakout rooms, and this way you have teams. Well, their breakout room thing didn't work very well, because it was me and one other guy in our group. One group had 7 people, one group had 4 people. I don't know what the fourth group had, but there ended up being 4 of us being groups. So they're like, well, if you guys win, then you don't have to share the prize with a bunch of people. It's just between the 2 of you. Well, we actually did pretty well, considering he's only been with the company a year and a half, and I've been with the company 3.5 years. But I didn't know like things like when we started and all that. So I had Google up, and I started Googling things about our company as they're asking questions, and then trying to throw them into our private chat as quickly as possible so he can throw the answer in to answer for us. We missed 1 question behind the winners, so we came in second place. Not bad, considering there's only 2 of us, and there were 7 on the others that could throw all their knowledge in.
Right.
So yeah, so I had a lot of fun though. It's like, yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else. Well, you know the things that are coming up. Monday we're gonna have Monday night last call at the movies.
Yep.
Don't know if you have any movies picked out. Is it a double feature, single feature?
I actually don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think I have it set up yet. I'm trying to think of something that would go well with Election Day, so I'll figure it out. Maybe Dave.
Maybe. I'm sure there's something. Let's see, what else? And then Tuesday we have Spark 121, followed by an exciting episode of Blake 7.
Yep.
And then, of course, you already know that next Thursday, my special guest will be John Doe Juggalo. And since you have no other words, dear,
Nope.
I will say a few others. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you for all those who have become members for me. I got 6 now. I'm so stoked. Thank you also for all the super chats and super stickers. You guys are Osmo, so thank you so much for that. And of course, I always say that we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it is so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, and you're dropping those comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some case. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room. We're enjoying each other's company and having a great time. Can you pass the candy corn? No, 'cause that's a Halloween candy.
Yeah.
And you guys, you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. And you can be anywhere right now, and you're here. I mean, that means so much to me. I love seeing you guys in each of our streams. You're not just encouraging me and Troy or whoever the host may be on whichever stream you're in, but you're encouraging one another in the chat, and I love seeing that. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our family. And until next time, which will be Saturday over on Big Gal's channel, good night and God bless.